Hello, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we're going to take a look at a pair of Star Wars creatures, action figures from the Power of the Force 2 line, which came out in the late 1990s. And first we'll take a look at the Bantha with Tusken Raider. And for the time, I believe this was a very detailed uh, figure of the Bantha with its realistic looking synthetic hair. Uh, Unlike the figure of the Bantha that came out in the late 1970s uh, during the time of the original Star Wars, which was just exclusively plastic. This has more various detailed parts, giving it a more realistic look, you'd have to agree. Now, I know the Vintage Collection line recently released a new figure of a Bantha, which I'm sure rivals this one. But I still think it's it's realistic, it's plausible, and it's certainly cheaper on eBay than what you'd probably pay for that new vintage collection figure. Let's take a look at the original box that the figure set came in. On each side, it shows a picture of the figure of the Bantha with the Tusken Raider riding on top. The back of the box shows the figure set again with the Bantha and now with the Tusken Raider dismounted. And it gives a brief synopsis and history of the characters. A scene from the original Star Wars. And other figures that were available at the time, including the Rancor from Return of the Jedi, which is the second figure I want to show you. And here it is, the Power of the Force 2 Rancor, which came out in late 1990s. And I know there have been many other versions of the Rancor that have come out over the years, but I think you'd have to agree this one is still fairly detailed. Maybe it's a little too small in its dimensions, but certainly more detailed than what came out in the early 1980s, around the time of Return of the Jedi. The figure was just a very plasticky piece, but this is rubberized and certainly more attention to detail. And he doesn't stand particularly well. That's why I'm trying to move the camera rather than. But that's quite a mouth he has, big enough to fit little Annie in. Or or maybe Yoda. And here's the back of the figure. Very spiny and bony looking. Quite detailed. And I think it's stood the test of time considering how old this is now. But like I said, he doesn't always stand real well. Yes, so I got to set him down. Okay, well, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed this. From the Star Wars Power of the Force line to the Tusken Raider and a napping Rancor.